Right, so you want to talk Bengals, Chargers? Steal it. Buckle up, because this one was a roller coaster. I mean, talk about a wild finish. We're going deep on how the Chargers managed to pull out a win even after almost blowing a massive lead.
Almost, didn't they?
Yeah, almost.
For stopping stuff.
Yeah, you said it. So we're diving into this article. It's called Bengals, Chargers. Justin Herbert leads winning drive after LA blew a 21-point lead to beat Cincinnati 34-27. Just the title itself tells you. And really, that's what we're going to get into today, unpacking how the Chargers managed to snatch victory from, well, what looked like certain defeat.
Yeah, I mean, from the get-go, the Chargers look like a totally different team, right? Remember all those red zone struggles they had earlier in the...
Alone. It was painful to watch.
Gone. Vanished. They were just surgical in that first half, touchdowns on their first 3 possessions.
It was like they flipped the switch, right?
Huh?
I mean, what was clicking for them? What was working so well?
I think the game plan was just spot on. They were really focusing on those short passes to Keelan Allen. A lot of zone, which is exactly what you want if you're trying to get those yards after the catch. Allen was just eating it out. I mean, think about it. They were averaging over 8 yards per play in that first quarter.
Dominating, right?
Absolutely.
But then the Bengals started to claw their way back in.
Huh.
It wasn't like a sudden turnaround. That was more like this gradual...
Yeah, like chipping away at that lead bit by bit.
Exactly. So what changed? Started clicking for the Bengals.
I think the Bengals defense really stepped it up in that second half. They started blitzing more, putting a lot more pressure on Herbert.
Yeah, words right.
Oh, yeah, you could see it rattle him. He started throwing a couple of bad passes, and then, bam, that interception by Jesse Baines.
Bill's huge.
That was the turning point for sure. The whole energy of the game just shifted right there.
It's like all the momentum went poof. Chargers. I mean, but was there another play, another moment?
At the end,
besides the interception that you think really solidified that ship?
Oh, absolutely. You remember that fumble by Austin Eckler?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that late in the game?
It was, and it seemed like such a minor play at the time.
Right, like one of those things that happened.
Right. But it deep the Bengals the ball in Chargers territory, and they capitalized with a touchdown, and bam, suddenly it was a one-score day, and you could feel the tide turning.
And you got to give Herbert credit, though, even with all that pressure. The guy still managed to pull out that game-winning drive. They needed a hero, and he delivered. What was it about that drive that impressed you the most?
I think it was that 3rd and long play. Herbert had pressure right in his face, but instead of forcing a throw, he scrambles to his right, avoids the sack, and throws a laser to Mike Williams for a first down. Talk about clutch. That play was all about poise and athleticism, the kind of play that makes you believe he's a true franchise quarterback.
It's the stuff of legends, right?
Exactly. And it just goes to show you, no lead is safe in the NFL.
No lead is safe. This game really had it all. I mean, you had the Chargers dominating early, then the Bengals come back, and then Herbert's heroics at the end. I mean, what a way to end a game.
Totally. But, it also makes you think, doesn't it? The way both teams had to adapt, the Chargers adjusting to the Bengals' defense, Herbert overcoming those mistakes. It's almost like a microcosm of life. Facing those challenges, adjusting your strategy, digging deep to overcome those obstacles.
And I get it's deeper than just a game, right? It's about how we face adversity in our own lives.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder, what are those qualities that allow someone like Herbert to stay calm under pressure? That ability to make those game-winning plays when everything's on the line, is it something you're born with? Or can you develop that kind of mental toughness? It's something to think about.
That's something for everyone to ponder, for sure. It's about more than just football, right? It's about facing those high-pressure situations, whether it's on the field or in your own life, and figuring out how to come out on top.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you at fun.